Everyone, this is Danielle from Third Angle, and just for a few moments I want to talk to you about the story of the egg and how I use that when I face problems in daily business and interactions so that I stay on track in my problem solving and can make sure I'm solving the right problem too. And so, story of the egg, I vividly remember in a 7th grade science class, one of our projects was to group up in teams of 4 and make a parachuting device that would keep an egg from cracking when it fell from the heights of our football stadium. And so, what we did, my group of 4 overachievers, or as I like to call us, overcomplicators, decided to make something that looked very similar to this using the 2 sheets of paper that we had, the 5 paper clips, and a couple pieces of tape. And so what we did was we made a box out of the paper and we filled it with these zigzagged pieces of paper to try to absorb the impact when our egg hit the ground. And then we had another portion of a piece of paper as the parachute. And what happened when we launched our egg was not exactly what we'd hoped for. It actually kind of turned into a retelling of the story of Humpty Dumpty, minus the part where he gets put back together again. So obviously it didn't work. We weren't really sure why, but when we got back to the classroom and our instructor told us about the only group's successful parachuting device, it made a lot more sense. It was simple and it was effective. And here's what they did. They took one piece of paper and made it into an upside down cone, and then they took the other piece of paper, the full sheet, and turned it into the parachute device. And then they put the egg in the top, and the impact from the fall was absorbed by the tip of the cone. And they actually kept their egg intact. It was a happy moment for them, and this really helps bring to mind 3 main problem-solving techniques that you can use when you're solving any problem. And one is to remain on target. You want to make sure that you're solving just the problem at hand, not getting distracted with secondary or tertiary problems that might also be an issue, but not something that needs to be dealt with right in the immediate situation at the same time. Another item is to reframe your problem. Sometimes you're solving a problem that wasn't even the problem in the first place. And so if you're noticing that you tend to be solving the same problem over and over again, it's likely that you're not actually solving the root problem, and that's when you would really want to reframe the issue. There's a really helpful article linked in the full blog post that you can read to learn more about problem reframing. And the third item is to KISS it, K-I-S-S. Keep it stupid simple. This way you're not adding more, making things more complicated, giving the potential for even more issues to arise, but you're paring it down, finding the simplest solution, keeping everything on the same level, and actually taking care of the problems that you need to be addressing. So make sure that you keep that story of the egg in mind, that the simplest solution is probably going to be the best one. That's also known as Occam's razor if you want to do some more research into that. And then keep these 3 points in mind where you want to remain on target, you want to reframe the problem, and you want to KISS it. You want to keep it stupid simple.